Good morning students. Welcome to Adarsh Vidyalaya Matriculation online class. Today we are going to study about nephron. What is nephron? Nephron is the structural and functional units of kidneys. We have a pair of kidneys for the excretion of waste materials. Kidneys filter the waste materials from the blood and send out in the form of urine. The urine formation takes place in the nephrons. That is why nephron is called the structural and functional units of kidney. Each kidney consists of more than 1 million nephrons. The nephrons play a vital role in the process of excretion. Let's study the structure of nephron. This is the structure of nephron. Each nephron has mainly two parts. They are renal corpuscle and renal tubule. What is renal corpuscle? The first part of the nephron or the upper part of the nephron is called renal corpuscle. It is also known as Malpighian corpuscle. This renal corpuscle again has two parts in it, the Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. This Bowman's capsule and the glomerulus collectively called as renal corpuscle. This cup-shaped structure is called Bowman's capsule. This Bowman's capsule is covered by a layer of squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium is a type of epithelial cells. It is a very thin single layer of cells. These epithelial cells are covering the Bowman's capsule. It is also called as podocytes. These epithelial cells contains minute pores so that it is helpful in the filtration process. Inside the Bowman's capsule, we can see a bunch of blood capillaries that is called as glomerulus. This glomerulus is formed by the branches of wider afferent renal arteriole. This afferent renal arteriole supplies blood to the nephron. From the glomerulus, the narrow efferent arteriole is coming out. See, the blood enters the glomerulus through these afferent arterioles. This afferent arteriole twisted inside the Bowman's capsule and leaving out from the Bowman's capsule as efferent arteriole. So, the network like structure or the network of blood capillaries found inside the Bowman's capsule is called glomerulus. The Bowman's capsule continues as renal tubule. So, the nephron is the structural and functional units of kidney. The nephron consists of two parts, renal corpuscle and renal tubule. Renal corpuscle, it is the first part of the nephron. This renal corpuscle consists of two parts, that is the cup-shaped Bowman's capsule. The Bowman's capsule is made up of single layer of epithelial cells and it has minute pores in it. Inside or within the cup-shaped Bowman's capsule, the network of blood capillaries are there, that is called as glomerulus. This glomerulus is formed by the afferent arteriole, that is the blood vessel supplies blood to the glomerulus. From the glomerulus, the efferent arteriole is leaving outside and this efferent arteriole gets attached with all other part of the nephron. This is the first part of a nephron. Now let's study about the second part of the nephron, renal tubule. This renal tubule also consists of three parts. There is proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle. What is meant by proximal convoluted tubule? Tubule means tube-like structure, convoluted means twisted, proximal means somewhat near. So, this proximal convoluted tubule is located very near to the Bowman's capsule and one more convoluted tubule is there. That is the distal convoluted tubule. Distal means somewhat far. This is far away, little far away from the Bowman's capsule. That is why it is called as distal convoluted tubule. These two, the proximal convoluted tubule and the distal convoluted tubule, are connected by this U-shaped pipe-like structure called as loop of Henle. So, this proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle are collectively called as renal tubule. So, each nephron consists of two parts, the renal corpuscle and renal tubule. The final part of this nephron is opens into a long tube-like structure that is called as the collecting duct. That is, the distal convoluted tubule is opens into this collecting duct. This collecting tubule received many branches are there. From these branches one nephron is joined the collecting tubule. From here another, from this branch another nephron is joined here, like that. Many nephrons are joined this collecting duct. This is the structure of nephron. So, the renal tubule consists of three parts. There is a proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule and the loop of Henle. Then, now let's study the mechanism of urine formation. The process of urine formation takes place in the nephron. It occurs in three stages. 1. Glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption, tubular secretion. Let's discuss step by step. First, glomerular filtration. This glomerular filtration occurs in the glomerulus. It is the first step in urine formation. The blood is filtered in the epithelial tissues of glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule. The filtrate is called as glomerular filtrate. This filtrate consists of both essential and non-essential substances present in the blood are filtered. This glomerular filtration is also called as ultrafiltration. Then next second stage is tubular reabsorption. When the glomerular filtrate passes through the proximal convoluted tubule, the essential substances such as glucose, amino acids, vitamins, sodium, potassium, bicarbonates and water are reabsorbed into the blood by the process of reabsorption. So, the tubular reabsorption takes place in this proximal convoluted tubule when the glomerular filtrate passes on through this proximal convoluted tubule. These essential substances from the blood is reabsorbed. Then third process is tubular secretion. After that, the urine passes through the loop of Henle and reaches the distal convoluted tubule. In the distal convoluted tubule, the hydrogen ions and potassium ions, this kind of some ions are secreted, some substances are secreted into the tubule. This tubular filtrate is finally known as urine. So, after the tubular reabsorption process, the urine is passed through this U-shaped loop of Henle, then reaches the distal convoluted tubule. When it reaches the distal convoluted tubule, certain substances such as hydrogen ions and potassium ions are secreted into the tubule. So, this process is called tubular filtration, and this here the product is called as urine. Here the urine is hypertonic in human. Hypertonic means concentrated urine. That means the water molecules, extra water present in the urine is removed, and here only the concentrated urine is there. That is why here the urine is hypertonic. Finally, the urine passes into collecting duct. This collecting duct opens into renal pelvis. Through the ureter, it enters into the urinary bladder. When the urinary bladder is filled with urine, it is expelled out through the urethra. This process is called as micturition. A healthy person excretes 1 to 2 liters of urine per day. Dialysis or artificial kidney. When kidneys fails to perform their function, or when kidneys lose their filtering efficiency, excessive amount of waste materials are accumulated in the body, which can even lead to death. This condition is called as renal failure. For this, an artificial kidney is used to filter the blood of the patient. The patient is said to be put on dialysis, and the process of purifying the blood by an artificial kidney is called as hemodialysis. When renal failure cannot be treated by drug or dialysis, the patients are advised for kidney transplantation. Do you know? The first kidney is transplanted by Joseph E. Murray and his colleagues at Peter Ben Brigham Hospital in Boston in the year 1954. USA performed first successful kidney transplantation between Ronald and Richard Herrick, who were identical twins. The recipient Richard Herrick died after 8 years of transplantation. Let's see a quick recap. The urine formation takes place in the nephron. It occurs in 3 stages. There is the glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption, tubular secretion. In the glomerulus, the glomerular filtration takes place. It is also called as ultrafiltration. Here the essential and non-essential substances are filtered. When this glomerular filtrate enters into the proximal convoluted tubule, the water, glucose, sodium and chloride ions, these are the essential substances, are reabsorbed by the blood. Then the urine is passed through the ascending and descending loop of Henle. When it is passing through this loop of Henle, the excess amount of water and sodium ions are again reabsorbed. As it reaches the distal convoluted tubule, the certain substances such as potassium and hydrogen ions are secreted and concentrated urine is formed. This concentrated urine enters into collecting tubule, then it again enters into the collecting duct. The collecting duct has many branches. It receives urine from many nephrons through its different branches. From the collecting duct, the urine enters into the renal pelvis, from the pelvis to ureter, ureter to urinary bladder. When the urinary bladder fills, the urine is sent out through the urethra. Home fund. Explain the structure of nephron and the steps involved in the formation of urine. Thank you.